This is Michael Werland. This is my final presentation. I have 8 adults in attendance today. And who's going to be my camera person?
Is it already on? Okay.
Good? Y'all have to excuse me if my voice goes out. It's kind of coming in and out today. Sorry about that. So, anyway, I'm going to talk to you about insurance. An insurance plan that I've been working on for about a year and a half now. A year and a half ago, I hurt my back. Actually broke my back. And as a result of that, I was flown to a trauma hospital in Austin. Cuero EMS came out and did the initial treatment, and then PHI came and picked me up and flew me to Austin. And didn't have to do surgery at that time. They sent me back home, but I was off of work for quite a while, so little income, very little income coming in. And then I started getting bills from the hospitals and treatments, and PHI sent me a bill that my insurance had decided they didn't want to pay. And it was over $40,000 for a 45-minute flight from DeWitt County to Austin, Texas. Couldn't believe it. That was quite a bit. I never expected it to be that much. So, as a result of that, I started looking around and going through different insurance policies, seeing what insurance did pay, what they didn't pay, how much they paid, what was covered. And, you know, working as a paramedic, I get to see both sides of this. I see the EMS agencies that are not really getting reimbursed the way they should. Money gets tight, trying to keep supplies on the trucks, trying to buy new equipment, things like that. Insurances, some of them pay 30%, some of them pay 70%. It all depends on your insurance company. That leaves you, the patient, owing the rest of that balance. And just like what happened with me, when your insurance company finds a loophole, they don't pay any of it. So you get stuck with the entire balance, which in my case was over $40,000, which is pretty typical for a helicopter flight. Short flights can be anywhere from $800. A longer flight can be upwards of $40,000 to $50,000. International flights are over $100,000. Just for us to pick you up in an ambulance across town 2 miles is over $800. So that gives you some idea of how expensive this can get. And if your insurance company is not going to cover it, that's a lot for you to have to pay. Now, on the EMS side of it, I know a lot of times we don't get paid. If the insurance doesn't pay, the customer doesn't pay us, we have to eat that cost. So that leaves us less money to work with, less care that we can give to the next person. And it also puts a heavier burden on the rest of us who do actually pay our bills. So, Cody, next. So that puts a heavy burden on us. PHI, and as you can see, higher prices, surprise insurance. PHI has, and some of the other companies offer insurance, are membership plans where you pay a certain amount to them every year. Usually ranges between $50 and $100 a year. If you're flown or transported by their service, it is covered. They take your insurance money, whatever your insurance will pay. You pay no out-of-pocket costs. Sounds really good. The problem with that is that, go ahead and click on through. The problem with that is that PHI is not always available. So if you get picked up by another company, it's not paid for. So you're right back in the same boat. So what I've been looking for is a way to kind of find something in the middle. I'd like to get a plan in place that would offer offer the same benefits where you have no out-of-pocket cost. You pay for a membership, a yearly membership. Membership probably start around $125 a year. Have the surrounding counties also can start the same type of membership, have reciprocity with those counties, and also the flight services that take care of our local area. That way, no matter who you are transported by, it is covered. You have no out-of-pocket expenses. So, the benefits, go on, there you go. Just keep going. Benefits to you as the patient are no out-of-pocket expenses, low premium. 125 a year is not much. That's roughly $10 a month. Not much at all. As compared to $40,000 for a helicopter flight. Benefits to the EMS services would be they'd have a little bit of extra income coming in every year, because they would get your membership dues as a yearly fee. They may or may not transport you. They still get to collect the money from the insurance companies. They just don't collect from the patient, if you remember. So they've got a little bit of extra money to work with for buying new equipment and better services. So it benefits everybody. Cody, go ahead. Everybody wins in this scenario. Go ahead to the next slide. Next slide. There you go. Everybody wins in this scenario. It would take a little bit of time to set up. Take lots of cooperation between the agencies. Everybody have to be willing to play along. Can't charge other people's members and then expect them not to charge yours. So, everybody have to play by the rules. But I think it would be well worth it to set something like this up. It would benefit not only the agencies providing these services, but it would benefit our patients. And I think it's well worth looking into. Thank you for your time.